Hello and welcome to my channel. I do hope you're enjoying this series of stories. We're now about to read chapter 5. Before we get started, it's about Ronald and Mrs. Ronald going on their holidays to Turkey. Today's story is called The Boat Trip. Now we know Ronald was looking forward to this one. So let's get started. On their next day trip, they had lots of time to relax, and Ronald could take lots of photos. Ronald liked to use his camera. He was lucky enough to have a digital camera, which meant that if he took a bad picture, he could easily delete it, rather than having to take the film to be developed before he could see what he had taken. The trip today was a boat trip. Goody, thought Ronald. I can be a pirate, and my boat could be the Black Pearl, just like Captain Jack Sparrow. Once all the mice were on board, the boat set sail. Mrs. Ronald is not the best of sailors, but this time she found it quite nice. The boat took them along the shoreline where they saw lots of caves. Ronald decided that this was where the pirates would have smuggled their treasures. Ronald did have a good imagination, and he did like to watch pirate films. As the boat chugged along, Ronald was imagining all kinds of things. That he was smuggling goods, that he was fighting a giant octopus, and he was having such fun. Mrs. Ronald had her thoughts more on Titanic, and being at the front of it, arms outstretched, just like in the film. Their boat stopped several times to let mice jump off the side and go for a refreshing swim. Then it stopped for them to have lunch. Lunch was a nice piece of chicken, a burger, but not in a bun, some cold spaghetti and salad. Of course, there was also some freshly made Turkish bread. If Ronald and Mrs. Ronald had to choose freshly cooked bread, it would be the top of their list every time. While the boat was chugging along, there was a lot of noise coming up from the upper deck. Here's our boat that we're on. Lots of decks. Ronald and Mrs. Ronald went to investigate. Oh my word, said Mrs. Ronald. It was a big yellow snake around one of the boat crew's neck and shoulders. Those who wanted could have their picture taken with the crew mouse and the snake. To Ronald's surprise, Mrs. Ronald put herself forward for that. She had a helping hand to keeping herself steady on the top deck, as the boat was rolling quite a bit. She was taken to the middle of the deck and stood next to the mouse with the snake. Then he put the snake around Mrs. Ronald's neck, and a picture was taken. Everybody clapped, and Mrs. Ronald felt really good. Ronald thought she was ever so brave. He did not know she had it in her to stand so close to a big yellow snake. On one of the stops, 2 of the mice crew members jumped off the boat, swam over to the rock face, climbed right up it, and then jumped off again at great height. All the other mice on the boat clapped as they dived in. It was very high, and the Turkish mice ran up the rock face. How fit they must be, Ronald thought. Mrs. Ronald thought it was dangerous to climb up and throw themselves off the rock face, but everyone on the boat still cheered at them. Ronald said a silent prayer to God to keep them safe, and they were safe. When they were back on the boat, it was off to the port for the end of the trip. What a nice day they had had. Plenty of sun and sea, and lots of pictures for Ronald to take home on his camera. Mrs. Ronald had enjoyed the day, even though she was not much of a sailor. When they got back to their room, Ronald got out his notebook, and he wrote his special words. Thank you, God, for keeping us safe. Thank you, God, for keeping everyone in the boat safe. Thank you, God, for letting us have such a nice day. And he signed it, Ronald. There you go. Chapter 5 done. I wonder how many more are to come. I do hope you're enjoying the stories. Do subscribe so you don't miss any of the chapters. See you next time. Bye-bye.